We're down to our last topic in audit theory. We're down to our last topic in audit theory. That is Republic Act 9298. First, download mo muna yung copy of RA 9298. Search mo lang sa Facebook group natin, RA 9298, then download. Because magre-refer ako sa different sections. And if you see here, nilagay ko na yung mga related sections. Section 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So, sasabayan nyo ako magbasa. Okay? And then, yung mga key points, yun lang yung isusulat ko sa board para maging efficient yung discussion natin. Okay ba yan? Sige. Now, sir, ano ba yung RA 9298? This is the Philippine Accountancy Act of 2004. Okay? And this is also called the accountancy law. Accountancy law because yan yung batas sa mga CPAs in the Philippines. Okay? So now, Philippine Accountancy Act of 2004. Matagal-tagal na. Pero in fact, may revisions in 2016. Okay? And currently, may mga proposed amendments. No? May mga gustong baguhin sa provisions na accountancy law. Pero nasa proposal stage pa lang yan. So, mahabang proseso pa yan. So, kung i-discuss natin kung ano lang yung effective sa CPA board exam. Okay ba yan? Para hindi ma-confuse, huwag na muna natin i-discuss yung proposed amendments. Sige, so let's start. Doon muna tayo sa Section 3. Okay, Section 3, Objectives. Para saan ba yung RA 9298? So, nakalagay dyan, this act shall provide for and govern three things. Okay, three objectives. Letter A, standardization and regulation of accounting education. Sulat ko yung key points. Okay, yung keywords, accounting education. That's number 1. Second is the examination for registration of certified public accountants. Ano ba yung exam? Di ba yun yung board exam? Okay. The second one is about the board exam. And number 3, the supervision, control, regulation of the practice of accountancy in the Philippines. So, lagay ko dito, practice of accountancy. Okay, so if you notice class, parang stages siya. Kasi tingnan mo accounting education, di ba yan yung undergrad, yung college? Ito naman, board exam, graduate ka na, nagre-review ka, mag-take ka ng board exam. Practice of accountancy, pag pumasa ka na sa boards, CPA ka na, yun, mag-work ka na as CPA. Okay? So, ganun siya. Para siyang stages. Undergrad, board exam, and, ayun, actual work. Okay? Sige. So, let's proceed to scope of practice. Section 4. Basahin natin, class. Section 4, scope of practice. The practice of accountancy shall include, but not limited to the following. So, isipin mo yung scope of practice, ito yung possible career paths na i-pursue mo as CPA. Okay? Pag CPA ka na. So, meron tayong 4. Letter A, first one is public accountancy. Sulat ko muna, class, accountancy. Letter B is commerce and industry. Third one is education or academe. And last is government. Okay, so isa-isay natin. Government. Doon tayo sa public accountancy. Basically, ibig sabihin ng public accountancy, magiging auditor ka sa audit firms. Okay? So, most of you, ganun ang gagawin. Pagpasa yung CPA boards, diretso kayo ng audit firms, pwedeng SGB, KPMG, PwC, PNA, Deloitte, RT. So, ayan, yung mga possible na i-pursue nyo. Actually, yung public accountancy class, kasama din dyan yung meron kang sariling audit firm. Okay? So, you own your own audit firm. Alright? Pero, hindi yan basta-basta. For example, laging CPA ka na. Hindi pwedeng kinabukasan magtayo ka ng sariling audit firm. Hindi ganun. May mga requirements yan. And kailangan mag-secure ka ng tinatawag natin na Certificate of Accreditation. Okay? Certificate of Accreditation. Now, one of the requirements para makakuha ka niyan, dapat meron kang 3 years of meaningful experience. Okay? So, yung iba ginagawa, nag-stay sa audit firm for 3 years. And then, syempre, may mga other requirements pa yan. Tama? Yan lang yung isa sa mga requirements, yung 3 years meaningful experience. Magpasa ka niyan, plus other requirements, then makaka-secure ka ng Certificate of Accreditation. Iyon pa lang yung time na pwede kang magtayo ng sariling audit firm. Gets? Okay. That's what you call public accountancy or public practice. Now, commerce and industry, ito naman class yung private practice. Okay? Private practice. So basically, employed ka ng isang private company. Okay? CPA dapat yung position mo. Okay? So for example, in-employ ka ni SM, okay, ni Ayala, ni BDO, San Miguel, or basta mga private companies. Ang tawag sa'yo, ang practice mo is commerce and industry. Gets? Okay. Doon tayo sa education or academe. Basically, nagturo ka sa colleges or universities. And, ayan, as lecturer, as professor, considered ka as nasa field ng education or academe. And actually, pag binasa natin yung class, sa letter C, basahin natin ha, shall constitute in a person in an educational institution which involve teaching of accounting. Ito yung mga pwede mo ituro para considered ka as practice in education or academe. Okay? Accounting, auditing, management advisory services or MAS, finance, yung financial management portion ng MAS, business law, taxation, and other technically related subjects. So dapat yung ituturo mo, board exam subject. Okay? Para considered ka as nasa education or academe. Okay? And interesting dito class, yung last portion, provided that members of the Integrated Bar of the Philippines may be allowed to teach business law and taxation subjects. So ibig sabihin, kahit hindi ka CPA, okay? Di ba integrated bar, ibig sabihin na lawyer ka. So pag lawyer ka, member ka of the Integrated Bar of the Philippines, pwede kang magturo ng tax and law subjects kahit hindi ka CPA. Okay? Take note doon. Now, let's go to the government. Practice in government. So basically class, naging CPA ka in any government agencies. So usually most of my students ang ginagawa nila sa government practice, ang kino-consider nila yung auditor sa Commission on Audit, sa COA. Okay, ano pa? Let's say, punta ka sa DBM, punta ka sa Bureau of Treasury, or mga government agencies. Ang tawag sa'yo dyan is, nandyan ka sa field ng government. Okay? Ayan. So again, dapat CPA yung position mo. And, okay, so we have 4. Public accountancy, commerce and industry, education or academe, and government. Okay? So, pag-isipan mo mabuti kung anong career paths yung ipopursue mo once CPA ka na. Okay, let's move on. Dun sa item number 3 natin, Section 5. Okay, Section 5 is the Professional or Regulatory Board of Accountancy or the BOA. Basahin natin class. The Professional Regulatory Board of Accountancy, hereinafter referred to as the Board, under the supervision and administrative control of the PRC, or Professional Regulation Commission. So again, yung supervision and administrative control, si PRC yan. Okay? Hereinafter referred to as the commission, shall be composed of a chairman and 6 members to be appointed by the President of the Philippines from a list of 3 recommendees for each position and ranked by the commission from a list of 5 nominees for each position submitted by the accredited National Professional Organization of Certified Public Accountants. Para nakakahilo yun, sir. The board shall elect a vice chairman from among its members for a term of 1 year. Okay, sir, ano yung big sabihin niyan? So, tingnan natin class yung mga important points. Yung Board of Accountancy, meron siyang chairman. Okay? Meron siyang chairman. Alam natin, si Chairman Noe ngayon. Okay? And then, merong 6 members. Ayan. Actually, in the board exam, I think for each of them, no, bawat isang member may ina-assign na subject kung ano yung i-prepare nila. Ganun yan. Now, sabi diyang class, ang mag-a-appoint niyan is the President of the Philippines. Okay? So, si President Duterte, siya yung nag-appoint kay Chairman Noe Quinanola. Okay? Now, ganito mangyayari dyan, class, yung process ng appointment. Una, basahin ulit natin na, list of 3 recommendees for each position and ranked by the commission from a list of 5 recommendees submitted by the accredited National Professional Organization. Class, pag nabasa niyo yung accredited National Professional Organization of CPA, iyan yung PICPA. Okay? So, ganito mangyayari. Si PICPA, magsasubmit siya, okay, or magre-recommend siya ng 5 members, each position. Tama? Each position, magsasubmit siya kay BOA, and then si BOA, magra-rank siya ng 3 each position, iyon yung sasubmit niya sa President. And then si President, siya yung siya yung magse-select kung sino yung chairman and yung 6 members. Ayan, so ganyan siya. Si President yung mag-a-appoint. Got it? Okay. Now, nakalagay din dyan, class, si the board shall elect a vice chairman from among its members. So si chairman, mag-e-elect siya ng isang vice chairman from the 6 members. And yung term ng vice chairman is 1 year. Alright, so yun yung mga important sa section number 5. Let's go to section number 6. Qualifications of the members of Professional Regulatory Board or BOA. So mga interested sa inyo, baka in the future gusto nyo maging BOA member. O dapat ito yung qualifications. A member of the board shall at the time of his or her appointment possess the following qualifications. Merong 4. Number 1, must be a natural born citizen and resident of the Philippines. So class, ito yung important dyan. So usually, ito yung pang-trick dyan sa mga board exam questions. So nakalagay dyan, natural born. Natural born citizen and resident. So, hindi pwedeng naturalized. Dapat natural born. Gets? Okay. And usually, pang trick yan. Ingat kayo dyan. Must be a duly registered CPA with at least 10 years of work experience in any scope of practice of accountancy. Ito pa isang trick. Nakalagay dyan, 10 years, any. Okay? Ibig sabihin, kahit ano dito, class. Kahit alin sa 4 na yan, basta may 10 years of relevant experience ka, pwede ka maging BOA member. Okay? Minsan kasi nilalagay sa board exam question, 10 years sa public accountancy. Hindi ganun. Dapat kahit alin dyan. Okay? Sige. So, ulitin ko, 10 years, kahit ano dyan, basta mabot ka ng 10 years, okay na yan. Next, must be of a good moral character and must not have been convicted of crimes involving moral turpitudes or GMC or good moral character. Ano ba class yung crimes involving moral turpitude? So example niya class, murder, okay, drugs, fraud, robbery, kidnapping. Ay, yung mga matitinding crimes. Ayan, moral turpitude na ibig sabihin, yung mga examples yan. Letter D, must not have any pecuniary interest, directly or indirectly, in any school, college, university, institution conferring an academic degree necessary for admission to practice of accountancy, or where review classes in preparation for the licensure exam are being offered. Okay, so ibig sabihin, si BOA member, hindi siya pwedeng affiliated sa school, okay, any college or university, hindi rin siya pwedeng affiliated sa review center. So ako pala, hindi ako pwedeng maging BOA member. Okay, so strict, very strict yan. Siyempre, ang point niyang class, yung letter D na yan, para walang conflict of interest. Kasi siyempre, si BOA yung magagawa ng board exam, tapos affiliated ka sa isang education institution, so hindi pwede yan. Okay, so ayan. That's the qualifications of the BOA members. So yeah, let's proceed to, ano tayo? Power and functions, section 9 tayo. Doon muna tayo sa section 7 pala, class. The chairman and members of the board shall hold office for a term of 3 years. Okay? Any vacancy occurring within the term of a member shall be filled up for the unexpired portion of the term only. No person who has served 2 consecutive complete terms shall be eligible for reappointment until the lapse of 1 year. Appointment to fill up an expired term is not to be considered as a complete term. So, ano ibig sabihin yan? So, balik tayo dito, class. Si chairman and yung 6 members na yan, meron silang term na 3 years. Ito yung weird kasi ang sinabi dyan, yung vice chairman, ang term niya 1 year lang. Okay? So, siguro, every year, nag-elect ng vice chairman. Pero si chairman and 6 members, meron silang 3 years. And then, ganito yung class. Sabi dyan, okay, no person who has served 2 successive complete terms shall be eligible for reappointment until the lapse of 1 year. Ganito yan, illustrate ko sa inyo. Dito ko lalagay, lang. For example, ito. Nag 3 years ka, as BOA member, pwede ka ma-re-elect. Okay, isa pa. Ngayon, kailangan mag-lapse muna yung 1 year bago ka ma-re-elect ulit. Okay? Hindi pwedeng 3 sunod. Dapat mag-lapse yung 1 year, and then pwede ka pang isa, pwede ka pang isa. Maximum of 12 years. Ayan. Hindi ka pwede so, pag gusto mo sa BOA, hanggang 12 years ka lang. Ulitin ko, isang term, pwede ka ma-re-elect. Dapat break ka muna for 1 year. Okay? And then, pwede ka ulit ma-appoint dito, pwede ka ulit ma-appoint. Iyan yung maximum, 12 years. Okay? So, hindi ko alam kung may maabot na 12 years. So, siguro, gusto niya maging BOA member. But anyway, so ganyan siya. Meron pang minention dito, class, na sa second sentence, any vacancy occurring within the term of a member shall be filled up for the unexpired portion of the term only. Ganito yan. Let's say, di ba, 3 years yung term. So, first year, second year, and third year. Now, let's say yung isang member biglang nag-resign. Okay? Sa year 2, nag-resign siya. Yung papalit sa kanya, ang i-fill up lang, okay, or magse-serve lang siya sa unexpired portion. Ito yung unexpired. 2 years lang. Hindi additional 3 years. Hindi ganun, okay? So again, ang rule is 3 years yung term nila, okay? Pero pag in between, let's say year 2, umalis, yung papalit sa kanya, magse-serve lang sa unexpired portion, which is years 2 and 3. Okay? Sige. Next, ano tayo? Power and functions. Ano tayo sa section 9? Ano ba yung power and functions of the Board of Accountancy? Actually, marami yan. Basahin na natin para at least familiar tayo. The board shall exercise the following specific powers, functions, and responsibilities. A. To prescribe, adopt the rules and regulations necessary for carrying out the provisions of this act. Basically, si Board of Accountancy, siya mag-i-implement ng content of RA 9298. Okay? Siya bahala dyan. Supervise the registration, licensure, and practice of accountancy in the Philippines. So, pag sabi mong registration and licensure, yan yung board exam. Pag practice, ayan, CPAs ka na, pa-practice ka na. Yan, scope of practice. Letter C, to administer oaths in connection with the administration of this act, to issue, suspend, revoke, reinstate certificate of registration. So later, pag-aaral natin yung certificate of registration, pero basically, yun yung binibigay sa mga pumasa ng board exam. Okay? To adopt an official seal of the board, to prescribe code of ethics. Naalala nyo to? Minention ko to sa discussion natin ng code of ethics na ang mag-i-implement yan in the Philippines is the Board of Accountancy. Yan yun. Okay? To monitor conditions affecting the practice of accountancy, yung mga accounting updates. To conduct an oversight, quality of audits of FS, to investigate violations, okay, make investigations, cease or desist order, to punish for contempt, and so on and so forth. Okay, so ayan. Babasahin nyo na lang, but basically yan, marami-rami yung function si BOA, pero in short, si BOA bahala mag-implement ng provisions of RA 9298. Okay. Let's move on to item number 6 natin, section 11. Okay. Section 11 class, nakalagay dyan, grounds for suspension or removal of members of the board. So, ang pinag-uusapan pa rin natin, yung BOA. Okay. Again, yung chairman and 6 members na yan, pwedeng may masuspend sila or matanggal sa position nila. Ano yung mga grounds? So, tingnan natin class, merong 4. A. Neglect of duty or incompetence. B. Violation or tolerance of any violation of this act and its implementing rules and regulations of the CPA, Code of Ethics, and Technical, o may violations sa RA 9298 and sa Code of Ethics. Final judgment of crimes involving moral turpitude. Okay, final judgment. Okay. Manipulation or rigging of CPA's licensure exam results. O yun, so manipulation of results. Pero I think naman, as far as I know, wala namang nangyayaring cheating or manipulation ng grades pa sa CPA. So, ayan, yun yung magandang news dyan. Anyway, so class, basahin ulit natin, yung section 11. The President of the Philippines, upon the recommendation of the Commission, sino yung Commission? Yung PRC. After giving concerned member of an opportunity to defend himself, may suspend or remove. Sino nagtatanggal o nagsususpend o nagre-remove ng chairman and 6 members? Tandaan mo, class, kung sino nag-appoint sa kanila. Sino nag-appoint? Si President. Since si President yung nag-appoint, siya yung pwedeng mag-suspend or mag-remove na members. Okay? Yun pa, isang common mistake yan. Usually yan, nakalagay, si PRC, yun sa board exam, Statement 1, si PRC yung nagre-remove. Hindi si PRC. Siya nagre-recommend, pero ang magre-remove si President kasi siya yung nag-appoint. Gets? Okay. Sige, next natin, doon naman tayo sa item number 7, refer tayo sa section 14. Ayan, section 14. Tingnan natin class. Qualifications of applicants for examination. So, paano ka maging qualified sa SIPALE? Okay? Any person applying for the exam shall establish the following requisites to the satisfaction of the board that he or she, A. Filipino citizen. Now class, Filipino citizen. Now, ito yung difference siya kanina. Kung maalala nyo class, sabi ko dito, pag BOA member ka, dapat natural born. Ngayon, pag sa SIPALE, pwede kang natural born, pwedeng naturalized. Okay, yung difference niya. B. Good moral character. C. Holder of the degree of Bachelor of Science in Accountancy. Siyempre, dapat may BSA degree ka. And D. Has not been convicted of any criminal offense involving moral turpitude. Again, pag sabi ko moral turpitude, yun yung malalang crimes. Okay? Yung kidnapping, murder, ayan, robbery, mga ganyan. Okay? So, hopefully, wala namang ganun sa inyo para makapag-exam kayo lahat. Okay? So, ayan. Next is, okay tayo dito, qualifications. Doon tayo sa scope of SIPALE. Alam nyo na yan. Well, yung copy natin, lumang titles pa ito ng mga subjects eh. Yung section 15, your scope of examination. So alam natin, ito yung mga subjects. We have FAR, Financial Accounting and Reporting, Advanced Financial Accounting and Reporting, we have Management Advisory Services, we have Audit or Auditing, we have RFBT, Regulatory Framework for Business Transactions, and we have Taxation, your favorite. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ayan. So meron tayong 6 subjects. So ilagay ko nga dito class yan para may space tayo. Ayan. So lagay ko dito. Baba natin ng konti. Rating in Sipale. Rating in Sipale. So rewrite ko lang class. Section 16. Okay. So isin natin para RFBT and Tax. Ayan. So meron tayong 6 subjects in the board exam. Okay, so tingnan natin. The board, subject to the approval of the commission, may revise or exclude any of the subjects and their syllabi and add new ones as the need arises. Actually, every 3 years, pwede mag-revise sa syllabus, no? And dati, naabutan ko pa yung magkahiwalay yung audit, okay? Audit theory and audit prob. So, sa board exam, magkasama na yan. Let's go to section 16. Rating in Sipale. Actually, may 3 ratings yan, okay? Merong pass, merong fail, and merong conditional. Okay. Pero syempre, class, dito tayo sa pass. Okay? Wag mo nang FYI na lang yung fail and conditional. Syempre, dun tayo sa pass. Okay? Sir, paano ako papasa? Ganito yung class. Dapat 75% average sa lahat ng subjects. Yung 6 subjects na yan, 75% average, at least, at least 75. And then, no grade below 65% on any subject. Right? So, ulitin ko, 75% average yung lahat and no grade below 65% sa any subject. Gets? Okay. Pass yun. Ngayon, pag fail, hindi mo na-meet yan. So, let's say, below 75% ka, yung average, and then below 65% yung subjects mo. Okay? Or meron kang subject na below 65%. Pag conditional naman, class, ganito yan. Pag conditional, at least 75% average. 75% average in at least, sulat nyo to, majority of the subjects. Okay, so ulitin natin. Okay na tayo dun sa pass and sa fail. So, any conditional? 75% average ka sa majority of the subjects. Ilan ba yung subjects? 6. Ano yung majority niyan? 4. Okay? Ibig sabihin, pag sa 4 subjects, 4 out of 6, ang average mo is 75. Conditional ka. Okay? Ano yung effect, sir, pag conditional? Yung 2 subjects na hindi ka 75% average, yun na lang yung ititake mo na exam. Okay? Ganun siya. Unlike pag fail, uulitin mo lahat. Pag conditional, yung 2 subjects lang. Now, take note class na in this case, dapat kuhanin mo siya within 2 years. Yung 2 subjects, 2 years. Okay? Pag hindi mo kinuha within 2 years, sa 3rd year, ikukunin mo ulit lahat. 6 subjects. Also class, dun sa fail, pag 2 times ka nag-fail, kailangan mong kumuha ng refresher course. Okay? Mag-enroll ka sa school, accredited school, and then kukuha ka ng 24 units. Ayan. So, 24 units. Pag twice ka nag-fail sa CPA boards. Pero again, FYI na lang yan. Siyempre, ito target natin. Gusto natin, pasa tayo sa board exam. Sige, so let's have some illustrations. Balik tayo dito sa scope of the Sipale. Lalagay ako ng grade So for example, FAR mo sa 80%. Okay, a FAR mo 90%, MAS 80, Audit 90, RFBT 80, Tax mo 90. Total, ang average ng class is 85%. So, lagay ko na yung average. Siyempre, pinakamatataas mo dyan, 90 a FAR, Audit, and Tax. So, syempre, yan yung highest mo. Di ba? So, ayan. Ano yung status mo dyan, class? Pag ayan yung grades mo, pass yan. Bakit, sir? Kasi average mo, at least 75, 85. So, pasado ka dyan. Wala ka namang grade below 65. Lahat yan above 65. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, dito, pass ka dyan. Alright? So, ito naman. What if 75%? So, lagi kong check, pass yan. 75%, 75%, 75, This is 70%, 70%, 64%. Yung average yung class, kinumpute ko na 71.5%. So, ano naman yung status mo dyan? Well, hindi ka less than 75% ka or lower than 75%. Okay? Ay, meron ka pang isang subject na below 64%, or na below 65%, well, fail ka dyan. Alay ko dito, F. Fail. Okay, ito pa isa. What if ganito class? 74%, 74, 74, lahat 74. Yun yung favorite grade mo. 74. O, average mo 74%. Ano yung magiging rating mo? Fail yan. Bakit, sir? Kasi, hindi mo na-reach to. Okay, mababa ka sa 75%. Kahit wala kang grade below 65. Ayan, wala ka namang grade below 65 eh. Okay, kahit isa lang dyan, ma-meet mo, fail ka na. Okay, so fail and fail. What if ganito naman, class? Last one. 75%. Okay, 75, 75, 75, 75, 50 and 50. Okay, ang average mo dito 66%. Ayan. Ano naman yung status mo dun sa fourth example natin? Actually, conditional yan. Bakit, sir? Una, hindi ka naka-reach ng 75%, so bagsak yun. Tama? I mean, hindi pass yun. Ngayon, sabi dyan, at least sa majority, average mo is 75%. Tama ba, class? Average nito 75% eh. Okay, majority, 4. Kahit ano yung grade mo dito, hindi magmamatter yan. Kahit parehong 0% yan, conditional ka pa rin. Kasi ang requirement lang, sa majority of the subjects, at least 75% ka. Got it? So, dito, conditional yan. Letter C. Again, pag conditional, ang iti-take mo na lang, within 2 years or for the next 2 years, yung RFBT and tax na lang. Okay? Yung iba, okay na yan. Sige. Okay, so hopefully na-gets mo yung paano yung rating in SIPALE. Okay, so class tignan natin yung next section. Sabi dyan, section 17, report of ratings. Kailan pinapublish ni PRC yung results ng board exam? Actually, nasa batas natin na the board shall submit to the commission the ratings obtained by each candidate within 10 calendar days after the examination unless extended for just cause. Upon the release of the results, the commission shall send by mailing the rating received by each examinee at his or her given address using the mail envelope submitted during the examination. Usually, class, lumalabas yung results ng boards within 10 days. Okay? So, yung iba, actually, yung time namin nakakatuwa. Noong 2012, Sunday yung last day ng exam namin. Sunday. Imagine na, Sunday. Kinabukasan Monday ng lunchtime. May result na agad yun sa amin. So, ganun kabilis. Tapos yung iba naman, pwedeng 3 days, 5 days, or 10 days. Kasi yung feeling na naghihintay ka ng results, na medyo nakaka-anxious yun eh. So sa amin, wala nang hintay-hintay masyado. The next day, may result agad. Pero ang rule is, within 10 days, isa-submit ni BOA yung result sa PRC. Okay? Sige. And then, may mail sa'yo yan. Okay? Send na letter sa'yo sa result ng board exam mo. Siguro ngayon, email na lang. Pero I think, nag-send pa rin naman sa mga address. Anyway, Section 18, tingnan na rin natin, class, yung sinabi ko na failing candidates to take refresher course. Ayun, pag 2 times kang nag-fail, consecutive tama? 2 times, 2 consecutive or 2 complete CPA exams, o syempre, kasi, tama ba? So 2 fails mo, kailangan mag-take ka ng refresher course, equivalent to 24 units. Okay? Ayan. So ganito yan. Example, nag-fail ka 2, nag-refresher ka. Ngayon, pwede ka ulit mag-exam for 2 beses. Tapos saka ka magre-refresh ulit. Ganun yun. Okay? Ganun yung rule. Section 19, oath. All the successful examinees in the examination shall be required to take oath of profession. Yan yung oath taking. So hopefully, nakita ko kayo sa oath taking. Pupunta ako dyan. Hanapin ko kayo. Sige. Let's go to, ayan, item number 10 natin, section 20. Issuance of certificate of registration and professional identification card. Yan. Pag pumasa ka na sa boards, and I'm confident kayang-kaya mo yung board exam na yan, bibigyan ka ng 2 things. Okay? First, i-issuehan ka ng certificate of registration, and professional identification card. Or yung PRC ID. Okay? Yan yung PRC ID. Again, pagpasa mo ng boards, usually sa oath taking binibigyan yan. Bibigyan ng certificate of registration and professional identification card. Ito yung license mo. Okay? PRC ID. Plus, Ingat lang ha, yung Certificate of Registration, baka lang malito ka, iba siya sa Certificate of Accreditation. Okay? Yung accreditation sa mga audit firms yan, binibigay pag magtatayo ka ng sarili mo audit firm. Ngayon, yung Certificate of Registration sa mga successful examinees binibigay yan. Okay? Sinabi ko lang, baka malito ka. Anyway, so yung identification card natin class, o yung PRC ID natin, or yung license, valid for 3 years. Ayan, and then i-renew mo na lang. Okay, valid for 3 years. Tapos renewable siya. Alright? Yung makikita mo dyan, yung registration number. Ano pa? Date of issuance. And then, expiry date. Okay, so again, 3 years yung expiration yan. Okay, I think class, yung registration number, parang iyan yata yung registration number mo sa board exam. Pag nag-apply ka sa boards, yun yun. So makikita mo siya sa PRC ID mo. Okay, so now class, ito nire-renew yan. Every 3 years. Nag-e-expire yan eh. Ito hindi yan nag-e-expire ha. Certificate of Registration, walang expiration yan, FYI. Okay, and punta tayo class sa Section 24. Suspension and Revocation. Nasaan yan? Section 24, Suspension and Revocation of Certificate of Registration and Professional Identification Card. So pwedeng i-suspend or i-revoke yan. The board shall have the power upon due notice to suspend or to revoke the certificate of registration and the professional identification card. So, ang may power niyan si BOA, okay, the board. And Section 25, let's say masuspend or ma-revoke yung license mo, ano yung mangyayari? Reinstatement, reissuance, replacement. The board may, after the expiration of 2 years from the date of revocation, and upon application, okay, may reinstate the validity. Pwede namang i-reinstate yan after 2 years. Usually, may tinatanong din to sa board exam. Ilang years daw bago ma-reinstate? 2 years, tandaan mo yan. Reinstatement. Siyempre, si BOA din yung nagre-reinstate. Reinstatement. Okay. And then, tingnan natin class. Meron tayong penal provisions or mga penalties. Nasaan yan? Penalties natin. Okay. Nandun sa Section 36. Okay, so, basahin natin class, Section 36. Any person who shall violate any of the provisions of the Act, pag na-violate mo yung RA 9298, okay, shall upon conviction be punished by a fine of not less than 50,000 pesos or by imprisonment for a period of not exceeding 2 years or both. Okay, so ito yung penalties mo pag na-violate mo yung RA 9298. Okay? Fine na at least tama, not less than, tama ba? Not less than 50,000 pesos. So, not less than 50,000. And then, or imprisonment na not exceeding 2 years. Okay? So, tama ba? Not exceeding 2 years. And, or both. Pwedeng or pwedeng both sila. Or both. Ayan. So, yan yung penalties class pag na-violate mo yung RA 9298. Okay. So, what else? Dagdagan pa rin natin yung class. Punta ka dyan sa page 19. Page 19 class. Sa baba niyan actually, dalawa kasi yung parts yung in-upload ko na to. Nakalagay dyan yung file name nito, RA 9298 with IRR or yung Implementing Rules and Regulations. Sa Implementing Rules and Regulations, makikita mo dun, page 19, puntahan mo yung class, sa page 19, section 9, okay, section 9A, tingnan natin. Page 19, check natin ha. Okay, section 9A. Nakita mo dyan yung accounting and auditing standards set. Accounting and auditing Standard Setting Council. Nakita mo yun? Okay, now, ganito yan. So, si BOA, okay, syempre, nag-create sa kanya si RA 9298. Okay? Ngayon, si RA 9298 or si PRC, create din niya yung tatlong councils. Ang tawag doon, Financial Reporting Standards Council or FRSC. Okay? Auditing and Assurance Standards Council or AASC. May isa pa. Tatlo yan. ETC or Education Technical Council. Ang nag-create nito class, tandaan mo, si PRC. Bakit create yan, sir? To help BOA. Okay? Para tulungan si BOA. Kaya create yung tatlo na yan. Ano yung FRSC? Alam natin class, yung FRSC, siya bahala dun sa accounting standard. So yung accounting standard setting body, siya bahala sa PFRS. Okay? Yung AASC or the Auditing and Assurance Standards Council, siya naman yung auditing standard setting body, siya bahala sa PSA. Okay? Yung ETC naman class, basically, ito yung mga related naman dun sa mga nasa academe. Okay? Dun sa scope of practice natin, education or academe. Got it? So now, tingnan natin. Basahin natin class. Okay, the Commission, upon the recommendation of the Board, shall, within 90 days from effectivity of this IRR, create an accounting standard setting body to be known as the Financial Reporting Standards Council, or FRSC, and an auditing standard setting body to be known as Auditing and Assurance Standards Council, or AASC, to assist the Board. Okay, para tulungan si BOA in carrying out the provisions and functions in rule. Ngayon class, ito gusto ko mag-focus ka rin dito. Sabi dyan, the FRSC shall be composed of 15 members with a chairman who had been or presently a senior accounting practitioner in any scope of accounting practice and 14 representatives from the following. So, ganito yan. Si FRSC, meron siyang chair plus 14 members. Okay? So, yung total nila, 15. Tama ba? Chair plus 14, 15 yung total ng FRSC. And as you notice, dapat yan representative siya sa iba-ibang agency. Okay? Sa Board of Accountancy, Securities Exchange Commission, BSP, BIR, Major Organization, Commission on Audit, okay? Commerce and Public Practice, Commerce and Industry, Academe, Government. So, equally represented siya. Okay? Yung FRSC. Baba naman tayo, class. The ASC shall be composed of 15 members with the chairman who had been presently a senior practitioner in public accountancy and 14 representatives from the following. So, basically, meron chairman plus 14 members. So, total of 15 sila. Pero class, tingnan mo to Nakita mo ba dun sa composition yan, yung 6, yung sa public practice? Nakita mo yan? Public practice 6, commerce industry 1, academe 1, government 1. So, mas marami yung representative sa public practice dun sa AASC. Okay? Pero, if you compare that sa FRSC, 2-2-2-2. Nakita mo yan? Okay, so equally represented. Yun yung difference nila. Ano pa? Doon tayo sa Education Technical Council, nandun sa Section 9B. Nakalagay dyan, the ETC shall be composed of 7 members with the chairman who had been presently a senior accounting practitioner in the academe or education, and 6 members. So, ibig sabihin, meron chair plus 6 members. Ibig sabihin, total nila is 7. Ayan. So, mas marami naman dun sa academe or education. Nakita mo, 2. Okay? Sa public practice, 1. Commerce and industry, 1. Academe, 2. Government, 1. Okay. So, yan yung tatlo pang organizations created by PRC. Meron pang isa. Punta ka dun sa section 30, page... So, page... Saan ako? Page 27, section 30. Na-mention ko na kanina yan. Pero puntahan natin. Page 27. Sige. Search natin. 27. Ayun. Section 30, Accredited Professional Organization. Basta mabasa mo yan sa RA 9298. Again, iyan yung Philippine Institute of Certified Public Accountants or PICPA. So, ulitin ko. Yung Accredited Professional Organization, iyan si PICPA. Okay. Sir, ano ba yung function si PICPA? Basically, yun din yan. Improvement din ng accounting education and profession sa Philippines. So, pag tignan mo yung website and Facebook page si PICPA, makikita ko doon na nagko-conduct ng seminars yan, ng mga trainings, and then yung mga IFRS updates, tax updates, meron si PICPA niyan. So, yung PICPA, pag pasa mo ng board exam, pag nagbayad ka ng fees, okay, sa PICPA, automatic member ka na niyan. Ganun siya. And also, per region sa Philippines, may different chapter yung PICPA. Okay? So, ayan. Ulitin ko, meron tayong FRSC, AASC, ETC, and meron tayong PICPA. Okay. Sige. So, yung ibang details as we answer our handouts. And let's have a short break first.